Last season, Amy Roloff's husband Chris Merrick joined us for pumpkin season at Roloff Farm. However, after the part of the farm sale, Amy Roloff was ready to pull away. Chris wondered if Matt would need his help this year. Chris Merrick drops by the farm. Spoilers for Little People Big World reveal that after talking to Amy about pumpkin season, Chris stopped by the farm to see if Matt needed help. Chris suggested that if they traveled less this year, Matt wouldn't need help. Matt tries to live as usual despite the fact that his father has passed away. Chris asked Matt what he had planned for Amy this year. Matt tells Chris that Amy is the face of the family during pumpkin season. Matt definitely wants Amy there, whether she likes it or not. Chris promises Matt that he will discuss the season with Amy and see what she does. Will pumpkin season be a family event again this year? Finally, Matt thinks Chris to be family and wants his help. Amy Roloff discusses pumpkin season with Zach Roloff. Zach and Tori Roloff and the kids visit Chris and Amy. Amy and Zach are talking about pumpkin season. Zach says he won't miss pumpkin season because it's the last one. When Zach tries to buy part of the farm, he is very upset that the deal fell through. Tori reveals that the farm is no longer as fun as it used to be. Zach insists on avoiding pumpkin season, which makes Amy even more suspicious. Amy wants to attend a ranch party because she's no longer part of the family. Amy thinks that Matt is unfair to her children. Amy's problems with this make her very wary of even helping pumpkin season. Will Chris Merrick participate without his wife? Spoilers for Little People Big World have fans wondering if Amy will be involved. Amy loves farming and is very upset that Matt is deciding how to handle it. Chris did not know how to help because he did not want to quarrel with his wife. Will Chris and Amy decide to help Matt this time, or will they leave? Chris felt that if Matt cut the tour in half as he said, Chris wouldn't have a job at all. However, Matt convinced Chris that this was far from the case. Matt and Chris become best friends. However, Chris left the final decision to Amy, and the discussion continued. A lot has changed since Matt Roloff decided to sell the farm outside of the family. Previously, his sons Zach and Jeremy wanted to buy them and live on the family estate. But the Little People Big World star didn't let that happen. He felt that his children were not fit for the place and would place additional responsibilities on him. Instead, the LPBW patriarch wants to focus on retirement, so he put the land up for sale. His ex-wife Amy Roloff was also disappointed with his decision. Despite the turmoil, star husband Chris Merrick remains on good terms with the rancher. Tori Roloff was concerned about this, so she wanted to make sure her mother-in-law was okay with this relationship. Continue watching to find out more. Tori has a heart-to-heart with Amy Roloff. Doesn't like Chris and Matt Roloff's bromance. Tori and Zach Roloff had a big fight with Matt Roloff. The LPBW stars dream of living on Roloff farms. As mentioned before, they did not fulfill their dreams, so they moved to a new home in Washington. Despite the odd family dynamic, some of the members have maintained close relationships. Surprisingly, Amy Roloff's former and current partners, Matt and Chris, shared a great relationship and started an affair. So Tori has no choice but to ask her mother-in-law in the new episode if the latter is right for their friendship. Finally, the young mother is worried. Amy Roloff later explained that she may not be Matt's wife anymore, but she needs to be close to her family and their 4 children. In essence, she provides the purpose of matriarchy. She also gets a little emotional when she talks about her family, but she was glad that her daughter-in-law was concerned about the situation. In fact, according to Amy, it's cute. However, according to her, since the ranch went up for sale, everything has changed. The castmate also considered Chris and Matt's relationship weird. They didn't talk about participating in pumpkin season at the farm. Tori made it clear that she and her husband Zach didn't want to be there. They didn't want to settle things after the feud. LPBW couple Tori and Zach have made it clear they won't be running Roloff Farm's 2022 pumpkin season, but Amy Roloff isn't sure. She admits that Matt made things worse by putting a part of the farm on sale. At the same time, Chris Merrick didn't want a tour of the ranch. Last year, Amy Roloff's husband took Zach Roloff on a tour of the farm. Matt hoped his best friend would help again. However, the cast member thought otherwise. Well, the patriarch mentioned that he would have a half trip, so Merrick said there was no need for help unless there was a lot of work. However, Matt Roloff insisted that Chris and Amy help out on the farm during pumpkin season. Since the duties of the matriarch included meeting and greeting guests at the entrance, he called her the face of the family. As a result, Matt considered his ex-wife's role important during the event. As mentioned, Amy wasn't entirely sure she was going to the event. Therefore, Chris said that it would be strange if he was the only one who helped when his partner was not ready to fully devote herself to her duties. Fans will have to wait for new episodes to see if the two decide to help Matt during pumpkin season.